evening, football fans, and welcome back to show number 5. That's right, y'all. 4 down, 4 more to go in our 3 and out, 8 divisions in 1 day this year series covering every division in the NFL. We just got done with the entire NFC, and now it's time to head on over to the AFC. That's right, y'all. We are here ready to rock and roll in the AFC East, man. It's going to be fun. Oh, yeah, they're ready. They're ready. Joey Jets. We're going to be hearing from Joey Jets tonight. Our very own Mad Dog, Josh Ritter, and a special guest, man. Great guy, Chris. This dude is awesome of the Step Brothers podcast. So we're hearing from him today about his Buffalo Bills. But, man, AFC is here. They're ready, man. Look at these guys are chomping at the bit, man. Here we go. This is the division everyone's barking at right now. So let's see what happens, man. This was a crazy one last year, right? The Bills dominated, and end of story. I mean, that's it. There's nothing to talk about here. The Bills, 13-4, whisked ahead of everybody else. But everyone's been saying this is the Bills' last go-around for a couple of years now. Is this truly their last go-around this year? Was it their last go-around last year? Or is there many more years to come of dominance with the man behind center, Jared Allen out of Wyoming, and this Bills team? But there is arguments to be had here. Can the Dolphins actually, I mean, their training camp has been ferocious so far in a bad way, but treacherous, if you will. But the Dolphins, is there a spark? They were 8-9 last year, second place, which is crazy. The gap is so dang big. The Jets were absolutely horrendous, but I guess that's just kind of something the Jets have gotten used to over the years. And, of course, well, the Patriots looking bad as they ever have in the last 2 decades. Talk about a rebuild in progress. Is this it, you guys? I mean, yeah, well, Josh knows, right? But here it comes, you guys. We got 4 more insiders today. Well, 3 insiders and 1 guest. It is AFC time, and it is AFC East time here, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. You are now watching 3 and out, 8 divisions in 8 days, AFC East show right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sport. Welcome yet again. Come one, come all. Hello, NFL fans out there. As you all know, 8 divisions in 8 days this year is just one dang day. We are halfway through, man. Just finished up with the NFC, and we're rolling on into the AFC. I had to free up my whole dang day for this, but it's all right. We are rocking and rolling, doing what we do, and there we go, man. So we got a lot of AFC Easters in here, and, well, serves them right. They're excited. They're good fans, and here we go, man. So at the halfway point, NFC is all done. 16 teams down, 16 teams to go, and we're going to start things out in this AFC East. Oh, man. Bills dominance, Jets and Dolphins just looking shameful, and the Patriots have fallen from grace. But is there reason to believe that any of that will change this year? Well, let's see what everyone has to say. Here we go, guys. Rolling on into the AFC. We're taking ourselves a quick break. When we come back, it's time for them New York Jets up in New York, of course, New York City, Jersey, if you will. Then we're going to head east to their bitter rivals in Boston, to talk with Mad Dog. First things, starting off with Joey Jets up in New York, and then over Mad Dog in New England, heading down south, way down south to Miami for them Dolphins, and then shooting way back up to the most north team up there, the Buffalo Bills. We're gonna have ourselves some fun. Grab something delicious, y'all. It's gonna be a fun ride. Here we go, y'all. 3 and out, 8 divisions, 8 days, AFC East, right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Be right back talking Jets after this.
IE Sports Radio fans, This show is brought to you by Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky. Planet Jerky is the official jerky of the 2022 California League champion Lake Elsinore Storm, single-A affiliate of the San Diego Padres. This all-brisket jerky has gluten-free options, contains no MSG, no sodium nitrate, is low in sugar, and high in protein. Go to their website at planetjerky.net and follow them on Instagram at Planet Jerky. Planet Jerky, the jerky that's on a whole other planet.
Hey everyone, Joey Jets, IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. New York Jets insider for 3 and Out, 8 divisions in 8 days, and the 2025 New York Jets preview. I'm going to start off talking about my thoughts on 2024, and I am just glad it's over. 2024 was one of the biggest letdowns in New York Jet history, and that's saying something because there's been a ton of biggest letdowns in New York Jets history. 2023 was just one right there with Rodgers going down 4 plays in. But 2024 sucked. I just couldn't wait for that season to end. No matter what game we were playing, we were never really in it. It's just depressing. Depressing is the best way I could put that season. And it's done. It's over. We move on. Free agency for the Jets, we lost a lot of pieces. But when you're 5-12 and you change head coaches, you change GMs midway through the season, you're going to blow it up. DJ Reed got paid with Detroit. We lost Devontae Adams, which was fine. We knew he was going to walk. Morgan Moses went to the Pats. Brandon Echols went to Pittsburgh. Tyler Conklin to the Chargers. But, I mean, I'm fine with all those, honestly. Conklin, I wish he would have stayed because tight end was already thin. And DJ Reed was ready to check. He was checked out anyway. He was ready to go. No big deal. In terms of who we signed, though, Justin Fields, starting quarterback, 2 years, $40 million. Definitely a great signing. He was the one I wanted them to sign anyway at quarterback. Brandon Stevens, still a very surprising signing for the contract he got, 3 years, $36 million, to be the basically cornerback 2. But I think one of our rookies could overtake him and should overtake him by the end of the season. Andre Cisco, a 1-year deal. A lot of 1-year deals for some depth pieces here. Cisco should slot in one of the starting safeties. And you got Josh Reynolds, Tyler Johnson at wide receiver. It's a big drop-off after Garrett Wilson from wide receiver 1 to the rest. But we also brought in some other guys like depth pieces. Josh Myers to help depth at the safety at the center position. Derek Nottie, Stone Smart at tight end. Byron Cowart, Chukwueze Okafor, Jamin Davis at linebacker. We re-signed Keenan Nguanu at kick returner. Re-signed Isaiah Oliver. And also 3 huge extensions, Jimmy and Sherwood, Sauce Gardner, Garrett Wilson, paying our homegrown talent. Finally, this team does not do that, at least not recently. We have not been paying our homegrown talent. Quinnen Williams got his extension a couple years back. That was well-deserved. But seeing a new regime, Muji, Glenn, extend 3 guys who they had no connection to that were already on this roster in the first few months of them being here, very good sign. In terms of the draft, I really like the overall direction that we took. I was team Tyler Warren, but we took Armand Membu. That completes our offensive line. Left to right, we are set at the offensive line position. Mason Taylor, another huge pick. We needed that. Tight end after losing Conklin to the Chargers was a huge weakness on this team. It's still not the best position, but Mason Taylor definitely helps it big time. A.Z. Thomas should slot in at the end of the season as cornerback 2, I think. I think he overtakes Stevens. Arian Smith, a big deep threat, fast, 4'3", 640. Just has some drop issues, but that guy's a deep threat if he can clean those up. Malachi Moore also has a good chance to start at safety by the end of the season. And the 2 guys from Miami, Marigoa and Tyler Barron, can definitely make some noise back there. And I hope Tyler Barron pushes Michael Clemens off this roster. Feelings for the season, I have a renewed energy with Aaron Glenn coming in. saying something right there, since I feel like this is repeating itself every 3-4 years now. A lot of low-key additions, nothing really flashy on this team, but huge holes, especially at wide receiver too. Kicking, punting, definitely need to find some consistency. If we can get some guys in there that can actually stay consistent here and fix the run defense and get back to that ground and pound, something like the Rex Ryan days, but that's what the focus is going to be here. Now, if I want to rant a little bit and stick it to them, boys, this is talking to Josh, I'm talking to Brian, I'm talking to everyone else in the AFC East. I'm just hoping we have a great friggin' season. Really, I'm not expecting us to go crazy and win the division. I'm a realistic guy. Buffalo's still the class of this division. But Miami, y'all lost a lot of pieces. Jonnu Smith's gone. Your cornerback room is pretty much empty. So I don't really see that happening there. New England, you got a lot to prove. But for us, if I'm being hopeful, wild card? We'll see. It's Joey Jets, IE Sports Radio. And as always, go Jets.
Rise and shine. It's 4 a.m. The stars are still out. The sun is beneath the horizon, but it's time to punch in and go to work. The comfort of your warm-ups turns into the grinding out of your reps as the clinking and the clanking of the plates create a symphony of euphoria. There's no other feeling like it. Earn it, burn it, and take what's yours. IE Sports Radio has proudly partnered with Vital Apparel, a brand that not only fits great, but also promotes and donates to mental health research. Use our code IESR to get 15% off their comfortable and inspiring gym wear and help them on their amazing journey to support mental health. Go hard, take part in your iron therapy, and be strong. Because when your mental health is as strong as you are, there's no telling how far you'll go.
Be Mad Dog here, your ISI New England Insider, and your brand new co-host of our new up-and-coming Midweek Mania Face-Off series, is giving you the details for 3 and Out, representing my New England Patriots, 6-time Super Bowl champion. It was the back-to-back terrible seasons I want to forget and move on from. 2 years obviously being Bill Belichick's last season, and Mac Jones being a real bust, and our offense really struggled. But 2 years ago and last year, we both had 4 wins. Don't get me wrong. But 2 years ago, believe it or not, we had a top 5 defense. Even without Christian Gonzalez, and Barrymore got hurt a lot last year. I am really happy with our draft. I thought the Patriots killed it in the draft this year with our first 3 going offensive heavy. With Will Campbell, offensive tackle from LSU, getting picked 4th overall. Kind of funny how we had 4 wins back-to-back and we had the 4th overall pick. The second-round pick is a real understatement, obviously, with Gentry being the talk of running backs. We got Travion Henderson, who's either a third down back or a slot back, as our second-round pick from the national champion Ohio State University, who had a really great game against Notre Dame in the finals. Our third pick was Kyle Williams, and we got a couple of defensive guys as well, but mostly offensive heavy. Hopefully Kyle Williams can break our wide receiver bust dating all the way back to Chad Jackson back in the day. And Tyquan Thornton, we all thought he was going to be the guy because he had Tyreek Hill's speed, but didn't pan out, unfortunately. So I feel really good about the draft. And for free agency, we destroyed it, coming in with the most cap space out of all NFL teams, and still have the most cap space out of all NFL teams. That's amazing. I can't be negative about it, especially getting defensive tackle Milton Williams, who sacked Patrick Mahomes not once but twice in this past Super Bowl to win it for the Philadelphia Eagles. We got linebacker Robert Spillane, who got teaming up with Matt Crosby in the Raiders for the Vegas Raiders. That's a great pickup. We also got Morgan Moses, who was a right tackle for the New York Jets, as Breece Hall had phenomenal seasons due to that. I really like that free agency. And most importantly, we got a wide receiver one, Stephon Diggs, who's coming off an ACL injury when he was with the Texans, but he's notably known as the Minneapolis Miracle against the Saints when he was with the Vikings, and being Josh Allen's favorite target despite their differences for Buffalo, for the Bills. So we're going to need all the star power we can get because the wide receiver class is our toughest competition right now because our backs are simple. Ramondre Stevenson and Trayvon Henderson. You could do like Monty and Gibbs for the Lions. But I am very disappointed with last season. We were undisciplined. It's not all Gerard Mayo's fault. He wasn't ready for that situation. If you come off a legendary coach like Belichick or Tom Brady, you're going to struggle. But thankfully, Drake May is a successor. And Mike Vrabel, a new head coach. We got Josh McDaniels back as our offensive coordinator, as our successor. I am very excited for this team. My low, I think the worst case scenario will be a 6-win team. Best case, we're a 10-win team. But I really think we're going to go 8-9 this year because we do have an easier schedule, but it's hard to say whether this team's still going to be bad. It should look a lot better on paper. We got 3 primetime matchups this year. Mike Vrabel knows what he's doing. The guys have been looking great in training camp compared to the past few years. And if we have Christian Gonzalez healthy with the new cornerback we signed from the Lions, Carlton Davis, that will be amazing. This guy let down CeeDee Lamb. He's covered Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase to under 100 yards when he's covering. Christian Gonzalez might be the top cornerback and defensive player in the NFL. By the time it's said and done, Drake May can take a huge leap. And I think my predictions to stick it to them, we're going to come in second place this year. It's still Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen's division by a long shot. But I think the Dolphins are going to finish in last place, Tua and the gang. People have figured them out. They haven't made any additions for this season. I think Mike McDaniel's on the hot sheet for. And the Jets will be in third place. Obviously, Fields suffered an injury, but they still got Sauce Gardner, Garrett Wilson, and Breece Hall. So that's why I'm giving them third place. We'll come in second at 9-8, and Buffalo or 8-9, and Buffalo will be first place for 12 or 13 win team. It's still the Bills division, but maybe the year after we'll be competing for Super Bowls again like TB12 in the glory days. This is B Mad Dog sign off. Enjoy 3 and Out, the AFC East edition. Woof!
Hey there, IE Sports Radio fans. Be sure to check out our sponsor, Seal the Deal Wax Seals by Cecilia B. You just finished your very own wedding or baby shower invitations and you're looking for that extra special touch? Maybe you just wrote a letter to a relative or a friend and you want to add to their smile when they receive it. Then seal the deal with Cecilia's handmade sealing wax stamps for your invitations, letters, and gifts. You bring the deal, we'll bring the seal. You can find them on Instagram at sealthedeal_wax stamps and on Facebook, Seal the Deal Wax Seals.
Hey everyone, Miami Dolphins insider Josh Ritter for IE Sports Radio here with my 8 divisions in 8 days preview of the Miami Dolphins as we head into the 2025 season, the 4th season under Mike McDaniel, and it should be an exciting time. Training camp just got started, but we're going to jump into a few things about what happened last season first and over the course of the off season. So my thoughts on last season was it's really about what could have been. We had an opportunity to have a really good team last year, and it just absolutely got derailed in week 2. I was there, by the way, when Tua got hurt, and on a 4th down play, he decided to stick his head out there and got concussed again, which is not surprising. And that really led to a stretch of the season where we lost to some pretty subpar teams like Tennessee, Indianapolis, and Arizona. Probably should have won at least a couple of those games, would have won a couple of those games if Tua was playing. And then also lost to Seattle. game that was kind of like 50-50 with a third string quarterback. So that wasn't surprising. But when Tua got back and was healthy, we finished 6-3. So that showed that the team had talent. It's just it didn't have depth at the quarterback position, and that really kind of derailed our season. Headed into the free agency period, we signed a couple solid veterans. James Daniels is my favorite, left guard, I believe, or excuse me, right guard, I think. And then a couple safeties, Ife Melifonwu and Ashton Davis. Plucked Ashton Davis from the Jets, which is always fun. So that's good. Those are good contracts for veterans. They're pretty low contracts and good ones. And then I'll throw in wild cards, not a free agent because they were both trades, but Darren Waller and Minkah Fitzpatrick in the last month. We got them. Really excited about their progress on the team, especially Minkah Fitzpatrick, one of the best safeties in the league. And we had to give up something for that. And that's the way life works. But I really love Minkah. I was excited when we drafted him. So having him back is going to be great. Darren Waller's kind of one of those wild cards. You never know if he gets back to the form he had a few years ago. That could be a huge boon for the Dolphins. As far as the draft, there was a theme in the draft, and it was good because we needed this in the draft. We needed more size. We have one of the fastest teams in NFL history, as many people know. But we just didn't have that toughness inside in the trenches. And the first 3 picks were Kenneth Grant, the defensive tackle from Michigan, Jonas Savaiinaea, the offensive guard from Arizona, and Jordan Phillips, another defensive tackle. So just a ton of size. And I love that. We needed more size. So that's going to be awesome to have. You really get those trenches built up. Those are all 3 of them are huge human beings. And a couple other fun picks. Quinn Ewers, I think he could end up being our backup quarterback. I'm not really sold on Zach Wilson as our backup. He doesn't really fit the system. He's more of a gunslinger, and that's not really how Mike McDaniel operates. He's more of a timing offense. So I think Quinn Ewers has shown well in camp so far, and I think really he's going to be a good addition for our team. And then Ollie Gordon, who was one of the best backs in college football a couple of years ago. And yes, he had a rough year last year, but the Dolphins needed a bruiser. Again, talking about toughness, talking about size, and he's got that in him. But he also has some quickness to him. So maybe he flashes out of nowhere. We already have a really deep running back room, so they're not going to be asking a lot of him, but you can bring him in as a change of pace. And that 3rd and 1, which is a major problem for the Dolphins historically, so hopefully that'll happen. So we'll see. But overall, my feelings for the season are a lot better than they were a couple days ago. We signed Mike Hilton, and that's a huge help to the secondary room. Hopefully Caterco, who got hurt in practice today, is okay. But I was really worried about the Dolphins on the back end with the cornerback room, and that's gotten better. So great work there, bringing a veteran in. Their health is key. We are not a deep team, okay? If all 22 of our starters play, I think the Dolphins can absolutely compete with virtually any team. But that we know that doesn't work. And so if certain positions, cornerback, offensive line, quarterback, don't stay healthy, we're doomed. So I think we're competing for a wild card. The only way we compete for a division is if Josh Allen misses time, because he's Josh Allen. And we're not beating them with him. As far as other teams go, I'm going to throw a shout out to the Patriots. I'm going to say good luck with Stephon Diggs, because Stephon Diggs is the first time he doesn't get looked at by Drake May. It's going to be a problem, guys. So everyone's predicting the Pats are going to be really good this year. I'm not sold on it. I don't believe it till I see it. But fins up and excited for the football season.
For the last 10 years, IE Sports Radio has been bringing you amazing content ranging from interviewing legendary athletes, coaches, and other authorized media personnel to building tailor-made shows dedicated to all major sports cities around the country. Make sure to follow us at IE Sports Radio on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube to keep up with the latest in sports and with all of our shows. Also, make sure to check out our daily updated website at iesportsradio.com. At iesportsradio.com, you can see our daily show schedule and check out all of our show pages with personal bios to learn a little bit more about each of our awesome hosts. In addition to our show pages, you can catch the IE Sports Radio blog, Hall of Fame, Fans of the Month page, and our merchandise shop, including t-shirts, tank tops, caps, long sleeves, hoodies, and more. For now over a decade here at IE Sports Radio, we've continued to be by the fans, for the fans, and we thank you all for your support and for making IE Sports Radio your direct feed for all that is sports.
This is Chris Mazzella of the Step Brother Sports Podcast, here to report for IE Sports Radio regarding the Buffalo Bills for this upcoming 2025 NFL season. So, a couple thoughts that we had on last season as the Bills made it all the way to the AFC Championship for the second time in 5 years, with Josh Allen at the helm, with a MVP caliber season, being awarded the most valuable player for the first time in his career. He had quite a bit of competition with Lamar Jackson also having a very stellar season, almost having a three-peat himself there. But again, the Bills had a pretty successful season, like I was saying before, making it to the AFC Championship. Unfortunately, they could not thwart those dreaded Kansas City Chiefs, who've been a real big thorn in their side for this era of the Buffalo Bills. I mean, it's been a playoff battle after battle in 4 out of 5 seasons with that Chiefs team ending the Bills season abruptly. And a lot of the losses have become just a big deeper dive in the look at the defense being the big culprits, because the offense typically has held their end of the bargain in each of those clashes. And you could also argue in 2023, when they had that divisional round loss against the Cincinnati Bengals, the defense also kind of let them down there. But at the same time, so did the offense in their one and only game where they didn't really show up for the playoffs. However, anyway, overall it was a successful season. Like I said, Josh Allen being awarded the MVP despite not getting a whole lot of big surrounding supporting cast and viewed in the eyes of the NFL. Not that big alpha wide receiver being available. Stephon Diggs last offseason was traded to the Houston Texans, and that was seen to be a huge seismic shift for that team, and also for the Bills now lacking that option. So the Bills addressed that right away in the draft by drafting Keon Coleman in the first pick of the second round after they traded, shockingly, with those same aforementioned Kansas City Chiefs. And they selected Xavier Worthy with that Bills pick. But Keon Coleman had an up and down season, but this also led to the mindset of everybody eats, so that all receivers, not just one alpha dog wide receiver, would be able to thrive in this system under Joe Brady, the offensive coordinator. And it had some great results. I mean, you saw the emergence of Khalil Shakir. Keon Coleman had some ups and downs, but he showed a pretty solid rookie season. Other players included Amari Cooper being added to the fold midway through the season. Dalton Kincaid started off okay in the beginning of the season, the first round pick of the 2023 season as well. But at the same time, he was kind of hampered by injuries throughout the season. But there was overall, again, a pretty successful run for the Bills, as well as the emergence of James Cook becoming one of the better threats in the backfield, also aided by Ty Johnson, a great third down running back, and rookie Ray Davis in the backfield as well. So a good three-headed monster for the Bills there. So offensively, the Bills were thriving. They scored 30 touchdowns for passing and also 30 touchdowns rushing as well. So they had, again, a real banner season. However, the defense, they were often the culprits of some of their biggest losses. They were shellacked by the Ravens early on in October, but taking a pounding, I believe, 35-10 in Baltimore. They kind of laid a huge egg against the Los Angeles Rams later in the season, but it was a classic shootout between Allen and Matt Stafford. But overall, again, it was a great season, but the defense is really what kind of let the team down on several occasions, and that was what led to the big focus for the offseason for the Bills and how they approached it with their free agent class. They had some notable signings, with defensive end Joey Bosa being like the marquee signing. But obviously, he had some injuries in the past, but he is looking to be someone who has like a fresh start as opposed to what he's had with the Los Angeles Chargers throughout his entire career. The Bills also signed Larry Ogunjobi and Michael Hoyt to kind of bolster that defensive line even further. However, Ogunjobi and Hoyt have a 6 games each suspension for some performance-enhancing drugs being found in their systems, so they will not be available right away. Joshua Palmer was another big marquee signing, also from Los Angeles, so he is going to be seen as a great separator for the team as far as like a wide receiver being able to have a good level of speed. The Bills also brought in Elijah Moore. He's seen to be another speedster and separation ability to that Bills receiver core as well. The Bills wanted to also address some pieces of the secondary, adding Derek Forrest from the Washington Commanders. He'll be likely a special teams player and asset and provide some depth at the safety position. Dane Jackson makes a return, as well as Tre'Davious White at cornerback. But that also leads to the bigger folks of the draft as well, also being on defense. So Maxwell Harrison, drafted first in the first round for the Bills, a speedster out of Kentucky, had the highest 40 speed in the entire combine. Again, the Bills just went position after position defensively in every single round. They drafted TJ Sanders, a very versatile defensive tackle out of South Carolina. Landon Jackson, edge rusher out of Arkansas. Deion Walker, another defensive player out of Kentucky in the 4th round, large defensive player. They just addressed every single positional need, even getting more depth corners. Jordan Hancock out of Ohio State, as well as Dorian Strong out of Virginia Tech. So the positions across the defensive board right there were addressed piece by piece on there. So the primary focus, again, was all about the defense and fixing it. And well, not to mention there was at least 2 other offensive picks. There was an offensive lineman as well as tight end Jackson Hawes being drafted to address the vacancy left by the departing tight end Quentin Morris, who left for Detroit, I believe. However, so me personally, I think the Bills addressed their very big vital needs, what they needed to address in the draft. A lot of people were kind of looking to see, like, are they going to add more receiver? But then the Elijah Moore signing came right after the draft had completed. A lot of people were looking to see, like, are they going to do a little bit more for the position? And Brandon Beane took a little offense to that by even saying, like, hey, we've addressed this position. They feel strongly about Joshua Palmer. They feel strongly about a bounce back year for Dalton Kincaid and for Keon Coleman after being hampered by injuries throughout the course of the year. But overall, I feel like the Bills can have a very strong season, but that kind of leads into what some of these divisional battles might be against the AFC East with the Miami Dolphins, New York Jets, and New England Patriots. So with the Dolphins, they have a little bit of an uphill battle because there was a lot of cultural problems, you could say, based on a lot of just the losing that had been taking place. It seems like Mike McDaniel's hold in that locker room might be a little contentious with a lot of players on their way out, like such as Raheem Mostert kind of speaking ill of the organization in general. Also, you have the New York Jets with the change of a head coach with Aaron Glenn. He's hoping to maybe boost that culture, but I'm not so sure they're going to be able to make a big run with Justin Fields. He hasn't been the most reliable quarterback. Then you have the New England Patriots with a whole bunch of new free agents added, including Stephon Diggs, who we previously mentioned, and also Mike Vrabel being added to the head coaching carousel. So they might be a sneaky pick despite having fourth place schedule in that division. And again, I'm not going to necessarily stick it to them because all the football matters in January. The Bills, again, are going to have a pretty tough schedule, especially at home, facing teams such as the Baltimore Ravens, who the Bills went 1-1 against with the regular season matchup as well as their playoff game. They have the Kansas City Chiefs returning to Buffalo this year. They have the Bengals. They have the Philadelphia Eagles, reigning Super Bowl champions, coming to Highmark Stadium. It was in the last season of that current iteration of the stadium before the new one gets built. So it's looking to be a very thrilling season for the Buffalo Bills, and what hopefully will lead to them getting over the hump and reaching their first Super Bowl in the Sean McDermott and Josh Allen era. So, hey, looking to be a great season. I'm not going to overlook any opponent because, hey, any given Sunday is a real thing. So, again, with that, go Bills, and thanks for having us, IE Sports Radio. You can catch us weekly on Step Brother Sports, myself, Chris Maz, and my brother, Shawnee V, SV the Don. Again, find us weekly on Step Brother Sports. You can find us on the Hockey Podcast Network, as well as the Buffalo FAM, F-A-M base, the official Bills Mafia account. So thanks for tuning in.
And welcome back, everybody. Again, thank you to all of our awesome hosts. Well, insiders and guests, man. Go. All right, guys. Well, the AFC East. Oh boy. Again, just big ups and thank you to Joey Jets covering the Jets. B Mad Dog, of course, covering the Patriots. Our boy Josh Ritter covering the Dolphins, and of course, great dude there of the Step Brothers podcast, Chris. Man, great dude there covering the Bills. But all right, guys, let's just make this one easy. I mean, look, the Bills dominated last year. The Patriots were. I mean, it was flip-flopped what we've seen in the last 2 decades. The Bills being horrible or not that great, and the Patriots dominating everything. It's like the Bills basically just took over what the Patriots were doing. That's what happened. Fields, he's questionable. Great. The Jets just, there's a lot there. There is. Alan Lazard's there still because he came with Aaron Rodgers, and Rodgers said, peace out. I mean, the defense is still pretty solid. He's still got Quinnen Williams, the big monster in the middle. But, I mean, overall, guys, it's just, I don't know. That defense kept them in a lot of games last year, but how good are they really going to be? You take a look at the Patriots and what I'm not sold on Drake May. I'm sorry. I just don't see it there. I mean, he's good. He'll be okay. But I mean, I don't know. Is he going to be pretty all right? Is he going to be another Mac? I hope not for their sake. But I just don't really, I don't know. I don't see a lot of great. I see good, but great. They got Dobbs behind him. Ramondre Stevenson, okay, solid. Diggs if he's healthy. They got some pieces to build on. The defense is pretty okay. Funny, how you see. You heard Brian, of course, be Mad Dog bring up how they were a top 5 defense a couple years ago. They were. Now I don't know what the hell's going on. Tua, I hope he can stay healthy. But Tyreek Hill's a solid athlete. How long is he going to be there? I don't know. I mean, look, Devon Kane, they've got some okay players. Waller, I mean, if he can be himself what he was at the Raiders years ago, like you heard Josh saying earlier, the defense ain't too bad. Their defense is all right. It's okay. They also play that 34 defense. Look, it's an okay defense. I like it, but there could be more. Right. And then, when it comes down to it, you look over at the Bills and they're just dominant. I mean, what more do you want? Right. This Bills team is just good. Like I said, this one's going to be short and sweet, guys. I'd like to spend more time analyzing it and everything, but this one just isn't it. Right. Yeah. But I mean, look at this, man. Look at everybody here in the chat room. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I know. Good old Dolphins. Right. Lazard here, couldn't catch a cold. I know that, right? And no pressure, but right. Well, how do you guess my prediction there? And look there's a prediction I think we can all get behind, right? Good job there, Taryn. But guys, again, okay, the Bills. Can they finally win the AFC? It's there. But how much longer? How many great seasons does Allen have to have for them to actually make this happen? They've seen some great teams in the last couple of years. They've been, but they're 0-4, man, versus Mahomes. I mean, it's crazy. I saw a crazy stat the other day that they're actually. I think 3 of those games versus the Chiefs was like 12 points or 15 points, something like that, like total. Like, it's crazy, man. Do they have the missing pieces? We don't know. But as of right now, they got a pretty good running back room. Cook is solid. Ray Davis or Ray Davis, he's there. Hey, look, they're going to be pretty solid. I really do feel like right now they have a very solid football team, and they're going to be that guy. Dalton Kincaid, watch him. The dude's just going to make plays. So the bottom line is are they better than 2024? They might be around the same, but honestly, we haven't seen a Bills team like this for so long, and it's refreshing. But they're going to win this division. I mean, is that a surprise? Is that a surprise? I mean, I just don't see it. I mean, look, and that's his job. That's their job to hate those teams. But I just don't see it. The Bills are probably going to do their thing again and win like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 games. I mean, until proven otherwise, right? They're pretty good. Next up, and I'm just going downward this time because I don't know. I have a mix-up of all three teams for third because why not? I mean, look, with the Dolphins, can Mike McDaniels save his job with a playoff win? I mean, I don't know. He's been there for a while now, and they haven't won a playoff game since 2000. Over 2 decades. Despite back-to-back playoff berths, I don't know, the patience might be burning out for the GM. What's his name? Chris Greer? I don't know. I mean, major changes on defense. Ramsey's gone. Now they got Fitzpatrick. While Ramsey didn't want to stay, Fitzpatrick does add some versatility, but they also lost Javon Holland. So Chop Robinson, okay, this is their 2024 first round pick. He's got 6 sacks and 45 pressures from what I have here in my notes. But I don't know. Are they better? I don't know. They lost Calais Campbell. They lost Armstead. I don't know if he's going to be hurt or not. Or I think he's hurt. Or I don't know. Sorry, not hurt. He's out. He's out. I think. Yeah, he's gone. So that sucks. And I don't know. The secondary, I don't know. There's a lot there. There's a lot there. Question marks. For the Patriots, I don't know, man. I mean, oh boy. Oh no. Well, these guys are just having a good old. Yeah, and he was. I'm not going to say he wasn't a disappointment, but I don't know. The Patriots, does Drake May have enough weapons? Number one, is Drake May even good? I'm sorry. I know I'm so mean to this guy. I don't even mean to be mean to him. But guys, he's just, I don't know. He's an average quarterback to me. I just don't see. Everyone's hyping up like Brady. It's like, guys, like, can we stop doing that to Love and anybody who plays after Brady? I don't know. This isn't the Belichick era no more. The offensive line is not the best. The wide receiver room is pretty damn good, but what are they going to do, So really, are they any better? I don't know. I mean, they're better as in way better than they were last year, but how many games are they going to win? I mean, what are they going to win? 8, 7, 8, 9? Because it's kind of funny. I also have the Dolphins winning about 7, 8, 9, maybe 10. The Jets as well. I have them between 7, 8, 9, and 10 as well. The big question let me go back to the actually no, let's move on. Let's move forward because like I said, I'm gonna keep this one as quick as I can. For the Jets, I don't know, man. I mean, the big question is how do they destroy themselves this time? I mean, what do you do? I mean, it's the same thing that happens to this team like every year. It's like it's like a car that's a complete lemon. You just fix something and then something else breaks. I mean, it sucks, but what do you do? I mean, that's exactly it. I mean, yeah, May will crash into the floor. Oh, poor guy. I know. Diggs will ruin May. I don't know, man. I think they're going to ruin themselves, kind of. I don't know. Jets are going to do the Jets. Even Joey knows it's the right. I'm a Raider fan, guys. I know Raiders going to Raider, right? It's how it goes. So I don't know what's going to happen. But when it comes down to it, guys, that's it. I have the Bills just doing their thing, winning a lot of games, and the other 3 teams winning in the middle. And it could get way uglier too. Okay, I'm just being real. The Jets could be winning freaking 4 or 5, 6 games again. All right. The Dolphins, if Tua does unfortunately some more crap happens, they'll be winning a few games. And the Patriots, they're coming from a few games, so really they could get better. But who knows if May doesn't look that great. I mean, again, it's just they're all 3 just kind of at the bottom, just kind of there. I mean, what do you do? What do you say, right? Yeah, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting the same result, right? So, Joey, yeah, guys, I don't know. I hate to say it, I feel really bad, but this is the Bills all day. It's the Bills show until they're knocked off, and these other 3 teams are just gonna have to keep fighting. Yeah, being a Jets fan is a painful existence, yes, but we keep hope alive, right? Again, Raider to Jet, Jet to Raider. That's what we do. It's unfortunate. Throw the Jags in there too, because they're a part of that party. And the Titans too. Speaking of the Jags and Titans, we're gonna moving on over to the AFC Southwest. We got some good ones. We are having some good ones. We just broke into the AFC. We got 3 more teams to go. Let me get back to Taryn, his prediction here. Yeah, so he says Bills, Patriots, Dolphins, Jets. If the Dolphins can sign a couple more corners, I'll put the Fins ahead of the Pats. I'm sorry, Josh and Joe. Guys, I don't know. To me, I feel like they could all play rock, paper, scissors and maybe come up with the same result that they'll get with the records at the bottom 3. I mean, I don't know. What else do you do? But let's see. The real question is how much longer for the Bills before they stop being a really good team? And can they win at least the AFC? I know it's a heartbreaker to win the AFC and not the Super Bowl, but the Bills are due for something. What is it? We'll find out. So yeah, 2-4 in the AFC East will be interchangeable. Yeah, look, guys, I don't know, man. I feel bad for these guys. I really do. I want more for these teams, but it's just really, you know? I mean, I don't know. Again, what do you do? It's been fun, though, guys. It's been fun. Keep it up, man. We are 5 shows down, 3 more to go. Man, that's 20 teams in. 12 more to go, man. This is exciting. So, yeah, I know, right? Please get over the hump, Bills. We'll see if they do. But, all right, guys. Well, with that said, man, that is that for the AFC East. It's been fun. We're trucking along, man. Next up, we got a really fun AFC South show. Then we're going to go up to the AFC North and finish out with the AFC West. You can hear me trash. Maybe not so much my Raiders. I don't know. We'll see. How am I feeling this year? We'll see. But these guys are having fun in the chat here. So, all right, y'all. It has been a good one, like I said. So, with that said, we are rolling on out of here. Stay with me. We've got 3 more shows to go. Man, they're just flying, but it's still been a while. I started at, 6:16 right now, Pacific Standard Time. I started this thing at 2. So, yeah, it's been a few hours. But, hey, it's been fun. Let's keep it pushing. Let's see what you guys think, man. Tell me who you think we're winning the next up in the South. And, well, we're going to keep the AFC alive and well. So, again, you guys, appreciate you again, man. Show some love. Give us a follow. X, TikTok. Website, I don't even know. Website's not even around no more. So, but yeah, give us a follow. YouTube, TikTok, X, IE Sports Radio, man. You guys are amazing. Appreciate you, man. We're doing our best here, getting through it. I got my big jug of water right here. We're getting through it. But all right, guys, with that said, 3 and out, 8 divisions in one day this year. AFC East has concluded. We are now rolling on to the AFC South. Actually, you're right. Josh Bills won't ever get over the hump. The Chargers will be there to send them to the AFC Championship. Oh, my gosh. Well, you guys, thanks again, and that'll be that. I will see you guys in the next one in just a few moments.